Alright guys, today we're going to take a deep dive into a truly classic American dining experience, Waffle House. You'll recognize the shiny yellow beacon of a Waffle House sign if you've ever driven through the southern half of the United States. And if you've been lucky enough to eat in one, you'll know that this cult classic is worth the hype. Waffle House, or Waffo as regulars like to call it, welcomes everyone with open arms. Only here can weary travelers get off the highway and find respite in syrup-drenched waffles. The inebriated can sober up with a mountain of hash browns, and the lonely soul can engage in meaningful conversation. This diner serves breakfast all day long, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And if you don't know the secret language of Waffle House restaurants, you'd better learn it fast. Because here, you order your hash browns smothered, covered, chunked, scattered, diced, or peppered with a side of nostalgia. Welcome to Waffle House, folks. The history of Waffle House. The first Waffle House was opened on Labor Day weekend in 1955 in a suburb of Atlanta, Georgia called Avondale Estates. Sir Roger Sr. and Tom Forkner were neighbors living in Avondale, Georgia, and had a vision of a 24-hour sit-down restaurant where both the customer and the worker were valued. Forkner had moved to Avondale Estates, a city his own father had helped to develop, and worked in real estate. Rogers was in the restaurant industry, working for a restaurant chain called Toddle House. When he relocated to Avondale, Forkner sold him the house next door, and the two became close friends. With Rogers' background in the restaurant industry and customer service, and Forkner's background in entrepreneurship and real estate, the two men decided to start their own 24-hour diner. With Rogers doing most of the talking and Forkner doing most of the listening, this was a dream partnership. Their original vision was to open up a few restaurants and enjoy an early retirement. Little did they know that their idea would become so successful that almost 70 years later, there would be more than 1,900 locations spanning 25 states. Rogers and Forkner's vision had surpassed the test of time and earned its place in American dining fame. Rogers and Forkner both passed away in 2017, within a few months of each other. The restaurant is now privately held by Rogers' son, Joe Rogers Jr., who has upheld the nostalgic charm and friendly service that his father established back in 1955. Now, I know you hash brown lovers are chomping at the bit for us to talk about the menu, but before we do, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you'll know when more videos like this come out. The menu. Waffle House prides itself on its humble breakfast fare, and they do it with speed, efficiency, and friendliness that you won't find anywhere else. As the name suggests, they make waffles, excellent ones. The owners decided on the name Waffle House because waffles were the most profitable item on the menu. With just a few simple ingredients, they could quickly whip up a delicious breakfast staple that most people don't make from scratch at home. Also, waffles are typically eaten immediately after cooking, encouraging people to sit down and stay for a while. But while waffles are the namesake of this amazing establishment, its hash browns have set it apart and created a cult following that rivals McDonald's Big Mac, White Castle's Cheese Slider, and Wendy's Baconator. As a diner at this restaurant, you'll be introduced to terms like smothered, covered, and scattered. Smothered means that your hash browns are sautéed with sizzling onions. Covered means a slice of American cheese is melted on top, and scattered means spread out on the grill to create maximum crunchiness. Those in the know may also order their hash browns chunked with hickory ham, diced up with tomatoes, peppered with jalapeno peppers, covered with chili, capped with mushrooms, or country style with gravy poured on top. In addition to waffles and hash browns, you can get your eggs any way you want. Pancakes, toast, bacon, omelets, breakfast sandwiches and melts, biscuits and gravy, and bottomless coffee. A newer addition to the menu is the hash brown bowls, which combine the incredible hash browns with eggs and any kind of toppings you want, all in one delicious bowl. Yum! Anyone up for a road trip to Waffle House? Partnership with Chick-Fil-A. In addition to favorite breakfast foods, you can also find lunch and dinner staples like BLTs, steaks, and burgers. Waffle House has been open to trying new menu items throughout the years, the most notable of which was when they partnered with another Georgia fast food giant, Chick-Fil-A. Chick-Fil-A is famous for their, you guessed it, chicken, and their crispy chicken sandwich is one of the most popular items on their menu. This collaboration seemed to be a perfect pairing of two restaurants' most prized items, chicken from Chick-Fil-A and waffles from Waffle House. Chicken and waffles have become an extremely popular brunch menu item across the country, and it proved very successful at Waffle House. In fact, the popularity of this combination overshadowed Waffle House's staple menu options, like its hash browns, pancakes, and eggs. Because of this, in 2018, Waffle House decided to discontinue the partnership, causing heartbreak among breakfast lovers across the US. While Waffle House is open to trying new menu options, they don't deviate too far from their classic humble breakfast roots. We respect you, Waffle House. Waffle House and FEMA. Waffle House's famous yellow sign has become a beacon in the night to any hungry traveler. And because the chain promises to stay open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, including holidays and during natural disasters, it's also become a useful tool for the federal government. The Federal Emergency Management Agency, or FEMA, is responsible for ensuring that America is equipped and prepared to handle any natural disaster. FEMA steps in when hurricanes strike, when floods come in, and when tornadoes flatten neighborhoods and businesses. FEMA has started relying on Waffle House as an informal measure of the severity of a disaster and the urgency for assistance. They call it the Waffle House Index. The term was first used in 2011 after a devastating tornado struck Joplin, Missouri. 2 Waffle House restaurants remained open in Joplin during the disaster, becoming a safe haven for displaced residents of the disaster-struck town. 3 levels are used after a disaster is hit. Green means that Waffle House is open, electricity is on, and they're serving a full menu. Yellow means that they're open, but operating with limited supplies and likely using their generator. Red is the worst case scenario. If the Waffle House Index is red, FEMA better hurry because the situation is dire. It means that the restaurant has likely been destroyed completely, or that flooding has blocked off all access. Red means that Waffle House is closed, it's panic time, and assistance is needed ASAP. Don't worry, it's very rare for it to ever reach the red level. Up next, we'll move on to famous people who love Waffle House as much as we do. Famous. Alright, so you know the basic story of Waffle House, but you may not know some of these fun facts. First, Waffle House has its own record label, and they occasionally release Waffle House-themed songs and music videos. These songs are often heard on the jukebox while dining at the restaurant. Its first song was called Waffle House Family. In 2008, it released its first music video called Bert, referring to a long-standing Wahoo employee who crafts the best chili in town. Another music video called Southern Cookin' came out in 2010. What's next? We're not sure, but we can't wait to find out. Jermaine Dupri has rapped about partying at Waffle House, and Hootie and the Blowfish even have an album called Scattered, Smothered, and Covered. Celebrity chefs Anthony Bourdain and Sean Brock visited Waffle House in 2016, filming about its famous and delicious breakfast food. And in case you're not convinced yet, there are photos to prove that in 2015, Kim Kardashian and Kanye West ate at Wahoo with John Legend and Chrissy Teigen. So how did they order their hash browns is what I want to know. Waffle House is a true icon of Americana, a beacon of hope for the inebriated, and comfort in the shape of a hash brown bowl. So pull out Google Maps, look up where your closest one is, and hop in the car. It's road trip time. How do you like your waffles? Smothered, sautéed with onions, or covered, topped with American cheese? Tell us in the comments. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos like this, and hit the notification bell so you'll know when a new video is out.